In the beginning, when time itself was new, the sun and the moon danced through the skies together. They fell in love, and as often happens when couples love each other, they decided to have a child, and this child was Hare. And Hare was young and exuberant and full of life. She loved dancing across the skies, and everywhere her paws touched, a new star burst into life. Stars everywhere. Time itself smiled to see her joyful play. Most of the stars, you will notice if you look up at the night sky now, are in a trail, because she danced mostly between her parents, the sun and the moon, and she spent time with each of them. And one day, when she was visiting the moon, she happened to look down, and there, far, far below, was a blue and green spinning orb, the earth. She looked down at the earth, and the earth, feeling her gaze, looked back. And when their eyes met, they fell instantly, hopelessly, completely in love. Hare was so happy. She had met the one to be her consort, the one that she would love for eternity. And she ran off to tell her parents the good news. But her parents, they were curious about this mate that she'd found for herself. They wanted to know, was it some celestial being? No, it was the earth, the lowly earth, the common rock earth. They wouldn't hear any more about it. They refused. They said that they would not approve of this union. They told her she could not be with the earth. And she smiled and shook her head and said, "No, but I love the earth. I will be with the earth. The earth and I love each other." But her parents said no, and they told her that they could never approve of this union. Hare was heartbroken to discover that her parents' pride was greater than their love for her, and she decided to turn her back on the skies, and she joined her consort, the earth. And on earth, she lay in sweet scented meadows with flowers wafting overhead. She ran through woodlands rich and green and lush, and she did indeed love the earth. And they had many, many children. And even today, you'll see, round about the time of the spring equinox at the end of March, hares, their children, dancing in the fields with their paws up towards the sky on their back legs, making themselves as tall and as visible as possible, so that the sun and the moon can see how their grandchildren have flourished. And hopefully, they wish their daughter and the earth well.